Hello, Friendlings! I'm Claude from Chicago. We're here for real people through real creativity in real time. Friendlings never give up, and I wanted you. And today I've had actually an extremely productive day. I took an hour nap and actually woke up after my nap without going back to bed. And that was about a couple hours ago. I had, like I said, an extremely productive day. And it's honestly sad that Saturday's almost over, but we do have almost got 3 hours left of Saturday. Tomorrow, and then back to the grind. Isn't that what it's called, huh? The grind. But I have a few friends next to me because right before I started this live stream, I came over here, got the thumbnail. Well, I got the thumbnail about an hour ago, but when I relogged in after taking the thumbnail about an hour ago, I was like, why is my character jumping? Because I don't have my sound on when I'm not playing. And of course, one of our slimy friends came over here and bit me 4 times. The first 2, I didn't take any damage. The third one, I took a half a heart. The fourth one, I took a half a heart. So, that's a good thing to know. One of our slimy friends. I spent a little bit of time AFKing last night, so I will explain what happened. I literally just bred all these bees. These bees are 100% bee capacity, if I did the maths correct. If not, we have extra bees or we're missing one, but I'm pretty sure if I did the thing correctly. We have these bees all good to go, and I kind of want to make this like an auto farm today. Got some little honeycombs going on. Of course, I can't make an auto farm like exactly how I want to, but we can still make one nonetheless. And then I AFK'd here for 9 hours, 7 hours sleeping. 7 hours sleeping, and then about 2 hours in between the day. And I got one chest full of, well, it's not one full chest of iron. We got a lot of iron here, so let's actually move the roses real quick. Make sure there's no more roses sitting in the hopper. We got that much, and then we got this much. So we almost got ourselves a, how much is here? Almost a double chest of almost a double chest full of iron. Isn't that crazy? So I'm pretty happy, and I'm actually really proud of just, you know, my beautiful AFK-ness, because my AFK skills are so on point, you know what I'm saying? But we got ourselves, yeah, literally just over a chest. Well, literally a double chest of iron. So never will have to worry about that. That's why I was moving some of that iron around there. But yeah, I thought I really was going to have more because I reconfirmed this contraption here. I guess this filled up as well. So unless I'm bugging or something, maybe there was a few more here that filled up. But yeah, I thought I was really going to wake up and I was going to have overflow. I thought I was going to have this filled to the top, but unfortunately I don't. So I kind of want to work on my little bee farm here. Now that we have the bees all set up and good to go. I'm not sure exactly what contraption I want to do. I kind of want to jump onto the server, but I feel like that's cheating because I don't want to be interacted with individuals outside of, how do you call it, the game. This is a solo game, so I don't really want to be like doing too many different UI things. But if I'm correct, and if I remember correctly, this also gives myself a little bit of a brain challenge. I put myself dispensers pointed down, right? Dispensers pointed down. And then underneath this was a hopper, right? And then underneath this over here, we placed mud because sometimes the items don't drop directly down. And we put hoppers underneath that, and then all the stuff rolled out. Of course, we're going to have to change it up here. And one thing that I did want to point out too, which I'm not sure if anybody knew, you could write on both sides of a sign. Did anybody know this? I did not know that. I accidentally right-clicked on the sign. Not accidentally, I tried to right-click on the sign because I bred the bee. And I go, maybe I'll be able to just, you know, change it from 27 to 26 or whatever it was for the bees to be bred. The one thing that I do need to work on is getting looting 3. I don't really like that enchantment normally, but I definitely need that enchantment, especially what we're about to do right now with a redstone. So maybe we'll try to go get some villagers, which we do have some, but I do want to get looting 3 on a sword as soon as possible. Just spoke with my friend Triple T. He might be making a guest appearance today. Should we let him in? Apparently slimes can swim. Did anybody know this? Okay. The whole point of doing this was so I can get up here easier. And this is not seeming to work. Here we go. Let's ride to the top, and we're going to grab all the redstone in the entire world. Which is 49. And this is the first time we actually touched redstone. Isn't that crazy? That's honestly a little crazy. I can't believe it's like that low. But hey, it is what it is. We got that here. We'll throw some extra... Oh, we'll keep that dirt with us, shall we? I think that dirt belongs to that other farm down there. But, yes. Let's take this armor here, this leather armor, and we're just going to deposit it to the great void. And then we have some shards here. I want to get some gold so that we can... I want to get gold so we can make a freaking clock. You know why I want to make a clock so bad? Every time I play Minecraft, specifically, of course, while we're doing a stream, I mean, don't get me wrong. Just every time I play Minecraft, the worst mechanic of all time is the freaking rain. I honestly hate rain so much in Minecraft because it's honestly so annoying. I mean, I don't know why anybody would like the rain, just to be honest with you, but... rain in Minecraft is so annoying. I think snow is even worse, but rain is definitely, like, the one I deal with the most. Why don't you ever see me build in a snow biome, for the record? The only time I build in a snow biome is when I accidentally don't know that it is a snow biome, and it starts snowing. Lightning storms and thunderstorms are fine. I don't see those very often at all. You know what I forgot to grab? I forgot to grab... the dispensers that I'm going to need. And I have 9. I'm going to need more than 9, but we'll start with the 9, because that's really all I can do is start with the stuff that I have. But yeah, I absolutely hate rain in Minecraft. I want a clock, because it's annoying when I'm standing in the middle of the day wondering, what time is it? And you, of course, don't know what time it is because you have no access to the sun. So you just kind of wait 5, 10 minutes. Could be 3 minutes, but it feels like an eternity because, of course, you can't tell what time it is. All right, let's grab these bows, shall we? We have enough to make 9 dispensers, right? 8 dispensers? 9 dispensers. 9 we have enough bows to make 9 dispensers. But I do not have, of course, I mean, we're going to be so low on redstone. It's honestly going to be really... we might just be able to do this. To be honest with you, I'm probably not going to be able to do it pretty well, but we're going to find out, shall we? I am happy that I placed all those birch trees down because even though I do not like using birch wood, like at this time, it's not like I'm beefing with birch wood. Birch wood, we cut down so many trees just to get these guys, and now that we cut all those trees down, we should have spare wood sitting around somewhere. We have a spare hopper, which is obviously ideal, so we're going to take that bad boy. The reason why I have these pumpkins here is because I've been trapping myself up there to AFK. And then we're going to take some of our original iron. We're going to take 5 stacks of that because we're rich now. We can do whatever we want. Take 5 stacks of that. And we're going to grab some cobblestone. And we're going to make 9 dispensers. Ideally 12, but we're going to only have to start with 9, which is good too because I do have the ability to move these things, so we can make it a little shorter at this time. We're going to need 9 dispensers, 9 or 18 hoppers. So we're just going to go like this. This is the great thing when you have so much wood like that. Just take all this stuff here, turn them all into chests, because they're all going to be used. They are going to be used, my brother. And then let's grab some more cobblestone. Oh, I wish I had a cobblestone generator so much. Okay. We got to be careful here, because I have done the trick before where I accidentally hold down shift, and Minecraft doesn't know that when you hold it down like this, and you accidentally click, and then you accidentally make yourself a dropper. Alright? There's not... Probably... In my Minecraft experience, I rarely use dispensers, and I rarely use droppers. But I sure as hell would never want a dispenser. I'm just going to be real. Except for this auto sorter. That's probably the only time I will ever make a dropper. They're useful. Don't get me wrong. But I just don't use them. Alright. So we have these here. We have our dispensers. We have 40... redstone remaining. I am going to need to make a few more items here. Man, I'm going to be really cheap here. We're going to need 2 redstone repeaters. Now we're at 34. I'm going to need, I don't know, like, let's say 16 hoppers. Probably going to need more than that, right? Because I needed 19 of them. And then... I could probably make a redstone clock a little differently. I think there's a redstone clock mechanic where you put the items in here, but I still think I need a comparator for that. But unfortunately, I don't have any access to mobs. So, or I mean to the nether. So I believe I brought all the lava back that I have in the world, which is 4. And I think there's 1 remaining here. Let's not accidentally misplace this. I think that's all I'm going to need. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's all I'm going to need. I'm going to bring some more supplies with us as well. The Superflat world is so enjoyable because I really don't know how half this stuff is going to turn out. It's just kind of figuring out on live stream and kind of sitting up all night thinking, how could I make this better? How could I make this more unique? Now, unfortunately, I'm not sure if these villagers are 1 hit or no hits, or if I hit them before. So we're just going to accidentally drop some lava in here, and just clear them around. We do have to be careful because I did this in the Earth server, and I placed the lava over here, turned this into a stone, and then they all jumped out. Unfortunately, my boat there is broken. Apparently, I had boats in there? I didn't know lava didn't burn boats. Did you guys know lava didn't burn boats? Apparently, I didn't know that. Alright, so the reason why I'm killing these guys is because I thought they were going to be 1 hit. And of course, they're not 1 hit now that I do this. So, unfortunately, they're just going to be for the great sacrifice. You see how that makes it a stone and then they run out and escape? I'm already done, kind of committed here, so... They're just gonna... And then there's this guy glitching through a block. But we do have a baby coming through! The baby's gonna be like, I'm the first one here. Nothing bad has ever happened before. This is going to be our new guy. Isn't that crazy? He's gonna be our new little cheeky beaky. He's gonna be our little looting 3. So let's get him in here. Now you might be saying, Claude, where did those villagers just go? Look, oh, this is my first time with a new update with the baby villagers. Honestly, they look the same to me, but I think they are different. Like, Claude, aren't they the same as, isn't this, sorry, I don't know what I was going to say, but you know, did it matter if you killed them all? Well, I did think that they were one hit because I thought they were suffocating to death, but apparently they were not suffocating to death. So that was just kind of like a my bad sort of deal, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, yeah, it's just kind of like my bad. You know, speaking of, too, my bad, I honestly forgot that I needed a lead. I've been so used to using leads to moving these guys around, and I don't have any on me, so we're going to have to go finesse a lead from somewhere before it gets night and before that guy dies. We're going to need a lectern table, we're going to need a little bit of luck, and a lot of patience, depending. So we can get ourselves... What is that, you may ask? So we can get ourselves our Looting 3 book. Forgot what else we wanted to get. I do have a little sign over here showing what we can get. But I cannot remember what it was. Shoo! Let's take a gander. There's a few items. I do need saplings from this guy. Doesn't that look beautiful over there? I think what I'm going to do on this, like, on the live streams is... I'm going to try to figure out every episode, not every episode, because of course we're going to run out of ideas eventually, but I'm going to try to figure out, what do I have up here? Looting 3 is not up here. Looting 3. But I think every episode I'm going to do a minimum of, like, 3 lines of that mountain. Just so I can start, like, progressing this. Of course, I'm going to have to do way more than 3 lines per episode if I ever want to get this done in any time's sake. But I got to at least, you know, we got to start somewhere, right? Speaking of starting somewhere... I need to start getting some more emeralds, because when a wandering trader shows up, I don't have a ton of emeralds left. I have them all spread out as well, which is a good and bad thing. I would say it's more of a bad thing because I don't have easy access to getting, like, if... For example, if I only have 3 stacks of emeralds here, where are my other emeralds? Here or in my main house? That's where they should only be. They should not be any farther from those spots. So I do have to keep that in mind, because if I go any farther than that, I'm going to just start losing stuff. But I can't wait to get Looting 3 so I can get more leather and I can get, like, just more stuff quicker. But this should be a good start here. And I should breed these guys, because it's been a minute since I bred them. I love mending. Mending is probably the greatest enchantment. Even if you couldn't get any other enchantment, just getting mending is just so, like, it is the best enchantment ever. I think most people know that, though. Alright, let's make a few more lecterns. Do I have any slabs sitting around over here? Here's, like, organization that I need. Okay, here was another thing that I was sitting up last night, trying to curate in my brain. I want to get an auto sorter, and unfortunately, I do not have access to quartz, as many of you know. I have 0 access to quartz, so what are we going to do, you may ask? Well, here's the cool thing about Minecraft, is we can actually use the brand new feature in the game, the copper golems, and we can have our copper golems. I almost killed a chest boat there. Did you see that? we can use our copper golem friends to be our new little cheeky beakies. It is pretty much set up to be the same mechanic. So how do copper golems work? We are going to have to change a few things here. So it's not going to be ideally perfect, but it's still going to be decent enough to being like, okay, where are the books? Here we go. And then we're going to need emeralds to trade with this guy because, of course, we always need emeralds for this bad boy, and I don't have any emeralds. Where did I put all my emeralds at? 64. I have a little bit of change here. So to use the copper golems, you need to have... They will... Okay, this is what I learned from a video. Now, this video could have updated. It could have changed. But from what I know, and from what the Hermitcraft guys are doing, which is not a Hermitcraft tutorial, but it seemed relatively simple to do, to show it. So copper golems can only sort through 10... Well, copper golems can sort through infinite chests. But they can only remember the last 10 chests they looked in. So, for example, like I thought I was going to do in this case, and I almost did it if I had the copper. If I put a copper golem chest, like, just say here, they would go through all these chests and they start forgetting, and they go back and forth, indefinitely, because they don't know which chest they have gone in. And eventually they'll get it, but it'll take so long, it won't even be worth it. Copper golems can only sort 9 chests. So, all you have to do is you take 9 chests, go, this is 3, 6, 9. You place a stair this way or this way. I think it's this way. Then you put a copper golem in a minecart, push him across, and he falls on top of the stair. He has access to all 9 of these chests, and he pulls from a chest next to him, which is a copper chest. I think it's like back here, though. I think there is a little bit of a gap. Could be something like here or here. So just imagine where the copper golem's face, which is the exact side of them. So here or here. And then there's another copper chest, or the 10th chest is here, but I mean, maybe it's in the air. There's a 10th chest here, so they check all 9 chests, they see there's no items that can be sorted, they go to the 10th chest, they put all the items in the chest, it goes into a hopper, and then goes into another copper chest, and then literally right next to this one, you have 9 chests, they go through the 9 chests, and then they put it into the 10th chest. If they don't sort, it goes over here, and so on, and so on, and so on. Now, the cool thing with the copper golems is you can sort multiple different items in a chest. For example, what we're doing with this, they could sort this out perfectly fine, and my auto sorter could not do that. So that is one good thing. And you could put 12 copper golems on a single thing without them suffocating. I don't think I'm going to do 12. I think I might do like 6 maybe, but you know me, I like very fast stuff. So, but first thing I would do is make 1 for each to make sure that the bad boy works, and then I would go. But that's something that we'll have to figure out when we get copper. But then we can like literally just keep the setup here, and we probably should be more than fine. But yeah, I think another thing too, now that I'm thinking about this, is after explaining it that way, I think we could take copper golems and they can move items upwards, if I'm correct, without using a dropper sort of system. And if that is the case, then I think I found myself a better technique. Now, of course, the technique in the game is the best way is to use like a water elevator for items. And it probably is still the fastest way. The problem is with the water item thing, and I don't like it, doesn't mean that it isn't going to work, but sometimes the water item elevator stuff gets stuck to the roof, or there's some sort of buggy mechanic, and I really honestly don't like risking that, because I don't like the items kind of flowing across the ground if possible. Now, of course, hoppers are technically entities as well, so it's not like it's any better, but I feel like it is better because if the items are growing through the hoppers, they're not like just laying on the ground. I guess it really isn't any different, but I just feel like it's better. Same thing with the copper golems. Copper golems are also entities. So I guess there's not really a real way to do it, but I just feel safer doing it that way. So that's how we're going to do it. If we ever get to that point in this game. Okay, we're going to trap this guy over here. Unfortunately, now that I think about it, he's not going to actually grow up by time... we're going to have to kind of leave these chunks loaded in, if I'm correct. So it's going to be a little bit annoying, to be honest with you. So we're going to have to come back in and check on this guy every once in a while just to get these things to load. Maybe it'll load. Maybe we'll get lucky. Who knows and who cares? But, yeah, let's see if we could try to get a copper golem today. I do want to get that looting thing, because if I get the looting thing, then I can get more helmets. Well, I actually can get copper easier from drowns. We can convert our farm into that. Hello, Zach. Thanks for going out the stream. I really like your mountain. Well, thank you so much. I think I did say, but I think that every day, Zach, we're going to try to do at least 3 rows of the mountain on stream. We're going to try to. Just go up three block sections, go up and just keep going around. Just so we can have slow progress on it and kind of see what it's doing. I kind of take an inspiration from like your big capital building, your trading hub. We're actually using all 49 of our redstone. We have the most redstone deposit in this world. Isn't that crazy? We're rich. We're making ourselves a little bee farm. We're making ourselves a bee farm. A very efficient bee farm, which I saw in somebody's YouTube tutorial a while ago. Now, I don't have any blocks to go up. And I do hate these guys here. I want to line this up a little bit nicer, too. So, we're going to have to do a little bit of finessing here. And it's becoming nighttime, so this is actually probably the most optimal. Because if people don't know... if people don't know, you can just wait for these guys to sleep, and you can just pick them up and move them around. And this will also give us an idea, do we actually have these bees fully filled up? Because I did the math, but I actually don't know if I did the math correctly. This is going to double check our math. How many free inventory slots do I have? Okay. Couple. Literally a couple. A couple inventory spots. All right, we're going to clear this up real quick. We're going to check our math. Did we do our math correctly? Let's say that we did. Let's make sure we have our we have 2 silk touch pickaxes on me. We just got to wait for all the bees to sleep. And it's nighttime, so they should be sleeping here in about now. Sleep, 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 sleep. Can you please go outside the 1,000 block boundary to visit a trial chamber? I'm pretty sure they spawn on a super flat. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Zach. Are you knocking? Hello? No, they're not knocking. You know what? I'm going to answer that question in just a few seconds because I want to grab these and go to sleep real quick. And because it's quite dangerous on a super flat world. But I will answer that for you because you're going to like that answer very, very much. So just let me grab these real quick and then we'll answer because yeah, it's a little bit dangerous. A little bit dangerous. Beehives, it seems like they take longer to knock down than the... Are they both beehives? This is called beehive. This is bee nest. All right. The bee nests seem like they get knocked down quicker. Okay. So Zach is asking everybody, can we go to a trial chamber? You know, Zach, they do spawn on super flats, and we can get those. So what we need is a map maker. I don't know what the official term analogy is for them. We buy a map because, of course, if we just look around, it's going to be impossible. I'm just going to be for real with you. It's going to be impossible to find it. It's possible, but it's impossible at the same time. Because if I'm correct, trial chambers only spawn under the bedrock in this. They could spawn above ground, but you cannot look up trial chambers and you cannot look up structures in a Superflat world while using the commands in creative mode. If you make a creative mode world and you type in /trial chamber, it said none are nearby. Or you go in there and you say, where is this? And there are none are nearby. Because in a Superflat world, the default generation for those items, it just can't generate. But if you get yourself the map, then it should force generate it in the world. I believe that's how that works. I believe that is how that works. But I think we need to get ourselves a map maker, and I honestly don't know how to do that off the top of my head, but we did have one, a cartographer, an endonologist. We I don't even know what an endonologist is. I think that's the two thing, right? But we did have one of those over there, so we could try to get one of those bad boys today. By the way, Zach, I AFK'd for 9 hours at this place, 7 for sleeping, 2 throughout the day, and I got a double chest full of iron, complete iron. So we have more than enough iron. All right, where do I put this automatic bee farm? Now, I don't want all my farms over here in this area. Of course, I want there to be an industrial district. I also don't like how that's all the way over there, but I am happy that I did that because it would completely ruin my view from inside. So that was at least done it. But yes, Zach, I will go outside the 1,000 border boundary for trial chambers. The what's the other thing called? The fortresses, not the where the illagers hang out. You know which one? Chicken Jockey one. Zach, did you ever see the Minecraft movie? I never asked. Did you ever see the Minecraft movie? Okay, so here's our iron farm. I would like to build another iron farm directly next to the other iron farm because money. But that is definitely not a today thing at all. But the next iron farm would have to go here. Let's make sure that we got the bees correct. We are missing... See, I knew I didn't do it completely correct. See, something. My math was off. We are missing 2 bees. 2 bees, 3 bees. We're missing 4 bees in total. Easy fix. Easy fix, easy find. So I do want another iron farm literally directly next to this. Now, of course, you said we should get rid of the dirt pathing, and I do think that is something we should do. But for right now, I'm actually going to use this as our little scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And then I'm going to throw some torches up here because I don't want anything to spawn. Okay, so next is where are we going to build the honey dispensers and stuff like that. So this is here. That is if we build another iron farm directly next to this iron farm. Not sure if that would work. It should, but I'm not entirely sure. This should be directly underneath that. So let's go out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go at 10. And then here, we will build our little dispenser farm thingy. So, I know that the iron dispense... do I want the iron to be exactly in line with this? I actually would, because I just kind of want to run up and... Like, ideally, I just want to run, like, oh, I'm just running down one pathway and go, oh, there's no iron here. Oh, there's no iron here. Let's go back this way. Oh, here's some honey. Oh, here's slime. Here's this. Here's that. You see what I'm saying? And then, of course, we're going to turn it around this way, too. So, I kind of want all these chests to be in line with each other, if all possible. So, here is where our little chests are going to be. So, we're going to go like this. And do I build this up one more? I think I am. I think I'm going to build it a little taller than it needs to be, because I want to have a huge surplus of it. And at the same time, I want to have like a little bit of depth out here, right? A little bit of depth. But that was a really good find that I do not have the right amount of bees. So we're going to throw the normal beehives in, or the bee nests in there. And then what I think I need to do now is I need to hook this all up. And I'm trying to do this without going onto the server. So just please bear with me here. So we need a chest like this. You know what? Let's actually move it down. Let's move it down. Let's make it flush with the ground. So I'm just trying to think of the best way to doing this. I did it differently, and I made it really short in the Earth server, but I actually don't like how that worked out because I had to make a modification because of mud. So I'm going to change it up a little bit in this world. So how this is going to work is there's going to be dirt here. The bees are going to be trapped here above us. The dirt's here. You know, I need more blocks. This is why you carry dirt around with you all the time. And this is why I love dirt. But I don't have any, so we're just going to have to use planks. So we place dirt here, or we place mud here. The beehives go here. If it snips off and it falls over here, goes through the mud and comes into the hopper and comes in here. Now the problem is then I'm going to have glass out. Do I want the glass like sticking out over here? I don't think that ever is really a cool idea. So I might just move everything back. So let's say I put it this way. We put the dirt here with the rose on top of it and the other flowers. Then we have the glass here. You see what I'm saying? So we have the glass here. Then we can see it, and we can also see underneath it as well and check any hoppers for backups if needed. But, I mean, we're not really going to need that. So I think this is probably the better design. Of course, we're going to need more dirt, and I don't have any dirt on me. So we're going to have to just go finesse dirt real quick before we go any farther. Zach says, the new season of Fortnite is crazy. There's an entirely new map. There's a new map? Fine, about time. You know, I was talking about this at work the other day. This is the first Fortnite season in probably like 4 years that I actually have not completed the entirety of the Battle Pass the last time after buying it. So I don't know. I don't really know. I actually lost money in the Battle Pass. That's what, in short, that's what I did. I lost money in the Battle Pass because I didn't play it as much as I should have, and I didn't even grind stuff out. Like, I only got to level, like, 30. It was really bad. So, It is what it is. I lost V-Bucks on it. I got as much V-Bucks as I could while I was doing some, like, AFKing and stuff, but just not enough as I needed, of course. It is what it is. This is the first time I lost V-Bucks on a Battle Pass. It's unfortunate. I didn't get Bugs Bunny either, but yeah, clear. If I lost V-Bucks, I definitely did. You did get me something, though, on Fortnite. I never say anybody needs to get me anything, but I do greatly appreciate it. I'm going to try to download Fortnite when I go to bed tonight and while I'm kind of doing some things over here in Minecraft. I was playing last night, but I got confused and I didn't know what was going on. Yeah, we should do another Fortnite stream, honestly, Zach. I will say this. I think my life is way more organized now. And especially after this is the next Saturday should be the last of my extremely crazy schedule for the summer. The crazy schedule. But not with me having a daytime job. I really don't have any crazy problems now. So I mean, I have crazy stuff going on, don't get me wrong, with like work, but that's not, that's not what we're talking about. Who remembers back in the Minecraft days when dandelions were these were the only 2 flowers in the game? So we put the glass here in front of that when we get glass. I don't know if this is 12 or not. I just was kind of placing blocks. But we need to turn those in the mud, which we have a glass bottle now, so we can actually do that. Just getting that's a singular glass bottle. That's so awesome. Did you win a game last night? I'm down for a Fortnite stream sometime. All right, for sure. We'll figure something out. We'll go after this crazy week of stuff. I'll send you the message. I gotta run. See you later. All right, Zach. Have a great rest of your day and enjoy it. So, after this crazy week, we're gonna message him and see what's going on. All right, where are my dispensers? Let's grab our dispensers. Let's grab our redstone, our very wealthy amount of redstone. Now let's grab some cobblestone too. I'm happy to grab the cobblestone because I like building the farms out of cobblestone. Not because it's just an aesthetic reason. It's a classic feeling. Cobblestone is something you can get a bunch of really early on. It's something that I built all of my farms out of. I could build them out of any block, but cobblestone is just cobblestone. It is the cheapest resources besides dirt. And it's a permanent structure. So that's why I use it for all the people that have been asking me for the decades of on YouTube, huh? Claude, no one has been asking you that much. Literally not a singular person has asked you that, Claude. Okay, stop being so rude to me. We need 4 more bees. Excuse me, Mr. B. We need 4 more bees. Bees, come on out. Please. We're placing the dispensers on the top corner because they're then looking down. Just kidding. Just kidding. Alright, where are my bees? I need 4 more bees. I need 3 more bees. I don't know if bees die in, like, the rain or anything, but I feel like that could be a possibility. I need 3 more bees. 3. We can remember that, right, guys, everyone? 3? 3 is for me. Two more bees. All right, we need 2 more bees. 2 more bees. 2 more bees. All right, we're good. We're good on the bees. We don't need any more bees. Now, I could get more bees. Like, that's not a problem. Like, I'm not going to be freaking out if I get more bees, to TBH. Because I think if we get more bees, they just kind of roam the earth. But that's what we need, like, minimally. Now, with this farm, I am not going to incorporate, what do you call, how would you call it? I'm not going to incorporate the bee nests in the game, because the bee nests, in my opinion, would look better in our area over there. Oh, you know what happened before today's stream too? I was taking this thumbnail, and right before when I came back, I took that thumbnail, and of course I came back and I got pushed by the slime. The first thing I did was I punched, and all these bees were standing right here, and I almost hit them. I did that last night, and that was not fun. And I don't know if bees die like that, but I think they do. Now, of course, we can change this with a comparator at some point. We can change this with a comparator to sense these things, but we're going to do a little bit of a Minecraft tricky. Does this... I don't have a button on me. I can make a lever, right? I can make a lever. Oh, yes! They keep the crafting recipe! Okay, does this power them? I don't think it will. It does. Huh. I didn't think that was going to work. Well, that just saved me millions of resources. Like that, I knew it was going to work. But I didn't know the other way was going to work. Look at that. Boom. We already got honeycomb. Now, why did that honeycomb go to the bottom one? Because of this... Like this? This is the method, if I'm correct? I mean, that's how I have it set up. Okay. I'm not really too worried about that. So... We're going to grab these dispenser, or these these hoppers... We're going to put a few of them here. We're going to replace this with mud, of course, like I said. So that we can grab any of the things that do not fly directly down. We are also going to have to put blocks back here because the items can and will shoot out the sides over there. So we don't want that to obviously happen. Until we get glass, we're going to have to do it this way. Alright, these flames are starting to get to me. So we're going to knock these down. I always forget that you can actually use campfires for cooking food. I always forget that's a technique in this game. I have so much food I can cook. I can save so much resources. Especially considering I don't have coal. And I always use I always use furnaces. But I could just throw a whole bunch of these down and just run up and down and just... fill it up. And I could already probably put dispensers underneath this, right? Probably could. Alright, we're just going to make a little bit of a pit stop here. And we're going to throw down crafting table. We're going to throw down a junk chest. We're going to then grab the rest of these resources that are just laying on the ground, specifically our expensive beehives and all this other junk. And so let's grab that before they despawn. Let's clear our inventory out. Geez, I do not like how this is like making me have a heart attack. So, what I had in mind is something that I have not done in honestly, sheesh, I don't know. I haven't done this in. It's been so long since I've done this. I don't even know how long it's been since I've done this. A redstone clock. I was talking about that earlier. What is a redstone clock for people that don't know? A redstone clock is literally just a continual circuit of a continual circuit of just redstone going. It could desync. It usually doesn't. The way that I'm doing it probably does, because they've made more efficient things with hopper clocks. And I don't want to do that, to be honest with you. So we're not looking up any tutorials at this time. So we have all this redstone up here, right? We have all this dirt on us, so we can actually get up to our redstone, right? So what we're going to do is this. We're going to wait for Mr. B to move the bling blong out the way. Thank you. We're going to take a repeater here, put it on this delay. We're going to put a repeater here, put it on this delay. And then we're going to put redstone like this. And if I can do this quick enough... it will constantly flow. And it will be really loud and really annoying. I'm not gonna lie. But if we literally just stand this far away, which was a perfect stop. I definitely did that on purpose. It will just keep running forever. Now, of course, we could lock it on, but we are gonna have to fix it again. And it will just keep checking over and 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 over. I could... so if I power this all on, and then I just turn this off, what will happen? Will it turn off? Or is it going to continue to stay in power? It will, because these are here. Okay, so I don't want that. Maybe I definitely want a button. Or I want something a little different, because I don't want it to always be on. But there will be some cases that I do want it to always be on, too. You know what I'm saying? For example, we're going to go AFK tonight. Again, most likely. Most likely. And I just want this thing to be running all night, all the time. And the only way to do that is to just have this bad boy literally powered up the entire time. And just on just a simple redstone clock like that will do. Another thing that I learned while doing this is we need way less shears than you think. One for each is probably more than enough. I made an unbelievable amount of these, and I honestly instantly regret it in the Earth server. I have so many just sitting in a chest because I put bottles, because I forgot bottles are a thing pretty much. So we just hit the button once. They all got harvested. And boom, we're getting all our honeycomb in here. And eventually when we get bottles, we can make honey blocks and all that. So for the time being, we're just gonna have this run here. When we need it turned on, hit that button. They all get used. Call it a day. Simple, 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 simple. Now, we're gonna go back to working on some of our other projects in this world. And we're going to clear up some of this stuff here that we do not need. I'm going to leave all my redstone here, so that I know that this is a redstone chest. I'm going to leave a stack of wood at every single spot in my world, because I never know what I'm going to need and where I'm going to need it. So we're going to leave that there, just so I have these resources just on hand at any time, any place. Now, of course, if those come out to the side and I just use it by myself, it doesn't really matter that these are not mud. I left my bottle over there, so let's actually let's finish this properly, shall we? Let's properly finish this build. We're going to reorganize this here. We're going to leave these beehives here. We're going to leave... Where did I put all that wood? Didn't I have a whole stack of wood? Let's clear our inventory real quick. Let's actually dirty our inventory and then clear it. So here's some resourceful items. We're going to leave some beehives, these in here, so we can grab these, the bee's nest and the beehives. We need 2 more here. Leave some sticks over here as well. Leave a stack of wood. Leave a lead. Leave a sapling. Leave roses. We'll leave a bucket too. You never know when you need a bucket just randomly. And I think that's all the stuff that I kind of need there. All right, we're going to grab that bottle. And we're going to just keep it going. Now, Kylie said we can get ourselves an ominous potion from this guy. Without getting the raid effect on us. Which I hope is true. So I'm going to grab that right now. I'm going to place this ominous potion over here so we don't get the raid effect. Never know when I want to do a raid, and I will want to do a raid one day. But the problem is when I want to do a raid, I will literally not have the resources to do it. So when I see those guys here, I'm going to try to get the potion. But at least I have one. And I wasn't thinking about it. Got that literally first try, so I'm pretty happy that that worked out. Well, let's go find that bottle real quick. We have literally no access to the sand. There are glass panes, but there's no glass... There are no glass things. Where did I put all those emeralds at? You see what I'm saying? This is why I need extra emeralds, because I don't know where all my emeralds go. I might have left them in the iron chest. I mean, those are the only chests that I've been kind of accessing every day. But my bottle should be somewhere right over here. Let's grab a little row of melons. Pumpkins, sorry. Grab 2 rows of pumpkins, get some trading, get some more emeralds on us. It's just in our best interest to do this every time. I'm not going to go super crazy on stream. Just get a couple rows of pumpkins, trade them up, get some more emeralds, just in case of the wandering trader shows up while we are here. And that we can just start, you know, working on stuff. So leave a couple pumpkins over here because we're using that as our little hideaway thing. I don't know where I put that other Silk Touch pickaxe I just spent all last live stream trying to get. It's somewhere around, right? It has to be somewhere around here. I think it's in one of those chests at the other spot. Perfect trade. There we go. 17 emeralds. Hopefully that's enough for a book. For looting 3. Because I do want to get... I want to grind out X redstone. And I could just AFK at my XP farm, which would be a great idea to do too. But I don't... I feel like it's... My friend Alan was AFKing over there, and... on the Earth server, they died. So, trying not to risk that if all possible. I don't want to die. See, we have our resource chest here with no resources in it. Oh, I need a copper golem bad. Oh, we did bring our redstone with us. We'll keep the buckets on us. Oh, I don't actually need all those buckets, really. Put the buckets over here, and then we'll throw this in this chest here. I was trying to keep this organized, but we're just kind of winging it. I'll keep this stuff on me, because I'm going to probably need it. that should be more than enough fine for the time being. I want to change those buttons out with, I wish they would make green buttons. Or mossy carpet. Oh, we can get moss carpet. Cover that up. Ooh, I did keep those things on me. Thankfully, I kept those on me because I actually needed them. When I saw this on those random Minecraft tip tricks videos that you didn't know existed, that was the best thing I've ever I learned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 6 more. 6 more things. See, look at there's a bee here. Is that the bee that was? Is that one of the bees that I was missing from my count? Oh, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to try to get the map maker. I have that book or that thing over there, but I just don't know where or how to craft it. How would I craft one of those things? It's called a paper and wood. Here are my emeralds. Here's my other stuff. I'm going to grab all this stuff real quick. We're going to leave a stack of iron here just in case, too. I mean, it's really far to our iron farm, so I don't want to run all the way back to my iron farm. It's so far away. And then this other stuff on me, I think I could just relocate. We are currently on day 449. The AFKing threw us up. I did the math. It was 24 Minecraft days that went by while AFKing, because there's 1 day for is 1 hour is 1 hour in IRL is 3 Minecraft days. So that's 24 for 8. So then there was 2 more hours at AFK'd, or 1 more hour because I did like 9 total. So 23 days AFK'd. Now, this guy hasn't grown up, unfortunately. I could just hear him. He's still a baby. And he's not going to grow up because we're never in this area to load it. So, that's kind of annoying. That's the only problem, is when you clear out your guys, you got to, like, reset and wait. But I guess while we are here, we could trade with this guy. Is there a torch in here? I'm sure there is, but I'm just going to place one in there just in case. This guy hasn't died yet. We're waiting for this baby to grow up. He is a little bit hurt. I don't know if I hit him or if what happened, but we're going to find out, shall we? Okay, let's go into our statistics, and I'm going to write these down because I love doing these little Minecraft tippy things. So we need to go to our lectern section. We've placed down 1027. Or I'm going to run down 1026 because I've only crafted a lectern 6 times. That's crazy. And we're going to see how many attempts it takes to get looting 3. I should make another, like, spot over here to figure out how many, which enchantments I need. But if something really big pops up, I will grab it if I know I don't have it. So we're going to sit here and just kind of do this. I know this is not really the most exciting thing to do, but you got to do it. Gotta do it until they patch it. You gotta do it until they patch it. Which they haven't patched it in like 5 years, so trying to do them all. That's why we're playing on this locked update. We're locked on 21.1. Flame. Like, for example, Flame's cool. Not really needed for solo. I'm breaking one. One of the greatest in trades, but I'm just going to have to pass this time. I really cannot believe that the protection... what was it? Protection... Density 4. You know what's funny? Loyalty 3. If we go to the trial chamber and I get a mace, I'm gonna be upset that I didn't grab that. I'm really not a fan of... Okay. Sweeping Edge 3 is a good enchantment. It's not for me, though. It would help killing those mobs, don't get me wrong, but I am trying to go for something else. So, looting 3, looting 3, looting 3, looting 3. If I get Sweeping Edge 3 again, I'll take it, but for the time being, that baby has not grown up, so... But yeah, I'm not really a fan of the mace. I haven't seen too many people use it, but I feel like the mace is just an enchantment or just an item just to have it, not something very useful. Now my back right tooth is hurting, or it could be because of my wisdom tooth moving. That's not the one that needs to be looked at, but I feel like it's kind of hurting right now. I mean, it's aching. It's not like hurting. Could be from all these energy drinks, and I'm just completely eroding my enamel, because that's such a good thing. And speaking of, I'm going to open another energy drink after this energy drink. But I really gotta, I mean, for real, I gotta be real on that. Try to get off that. Ellie, thanks so much for coming out to the live stream. Long time no see, Narwhal. Thanks for coming on. I think I misspoke there for a second. But Narwolf, how is it going? We're trying to get ourselves... I feel like every time you join the stream, it's always like we're doing something like this, a very boring task. I should show you my mountain while we're here. It's kind of hard to see from this angle. And, well, it's really hard to see from this angle. But we're doing our Superflat world. And we built ourselves a mountain. And every stream, which we have not done it today, we're going to do 3 little sections of it. But it's hard. From this backside, there's a mountain, of course. And then on the inside, there's a nice, beautiful, lush forest. Or not forest, flower patch thingy. So that's what we're doing. And then we did our bees. We just made our little bee farm. It's not automatic yet, but... well, we could make it automatic. I mean, we did make it automatic, but it's not self-sufficient automatic without it being hella noisy and loud. Noise. Yeah, we're just trying to get looting 3. But I hope all has been well. Life has been going pretty good for me. I did take a nap earlier today, so it threw me off 1 hour. So technically it's like 9 o'clock in my brain. That was a very, very productive day. I wasn't going to do what I had to do, but I'm happy I did it. Which is funny. Isn't it crazy? When I post videos... Well, I guess it's not crazy. It's about consistency and responsibility and all that. When I post videos... for my other channel, which I cannot disclose on here, or for work, I guess... today I probably got 10,000 views. Easy 10,000 views. Like on Monday and Tuesday, they weren't videos, but I got like 60,000 views. It's crazy. It's honestly crazy, the thing. Different audiences, of course, and different things, but yeah, I think I'm like at least like it's just Sweeping Edge 2. If I get 3 again, I will take that. But I do enjoy what I'm doing. I don't know where I was going with that kind of story, but I was just saying that, yeah, it was crazy how much it was. I moved again for the 4th time in less than a year. Oof. I hate to hear that. But I'm happy that you were at least able to find housing, right? Each time. That's very unfortunate, though. I cannot even relate to you in any sort of regard. I have, well, I guess I could relate, but it has not been like that. Oh, looting 3. This is exactly what we needed. Yeah, not like that was probably like my whole life. I can't remember off the top of my head how many times it was, but yeah, like my whole life. That's crazy. 4 times in a year. I hate to hear that. That's crazy. Okay, well, now that we have our enchantment that we needed, I am tempted to just put this on an iron sword. And the reason why I'm going to put it on an iron sword and not a diamond sword is because I have no diamond swords. I don't have a guy that can do a diamond sword. And I'm not going to spend all day trying to do that. I already have Sweeping Edge. Even better. When did I get Sweeping Edge 3? Sweeping Edge 3, this. I need an Unbreaking book. Unbreaking, and then I just need a Mending book. Right? That's all I need. Sweeping Edge 3, Looting 3, Unbreaking 3, and Mending. And I'll put it on an iron sword, bring the sword back to where it needs to stay at, and we can start grinding out some redstone. We'll see how much redstone we can get in like maybe like 5 minutes. You want to try that? See the little challenge? See how many redstone we can get? One of these guys here is a mending guy. I think he's in the back corner over here. Oh, he's locked on his trades. Is this going to unset you? It is. Oh, he's not going to reset right now because it's nighttime. All right, we're gonna have to wait for this guy to reset his trade. This is my bed. This is my bed. We're gonna leave the mending guy trapped in the corner because he is the most valuable in this room. Baby villager can still kill him, or baby zombie can still kill him, but Aqua Infinity, if I lose him, I'm not really too worried. And Fortune 3. Why did I get Fortune 3 for my it was for my what's it called? I can't remember what it's called. It was for my hoe. Something I don't need. My old roommate is constantly texting me, and it's annoying. It's called Old Roommate for a reason. Put that bad boy on Do Not Disturb. Or maybe not Do Not Disturb. What would it be called? Turn off notifications? I guess that's still Do Not Disturb. Reset your trades. Reset your trades. Reset your trades so I can go make a really goated iron sword. Reset your I literally put the lectern down for you and you recognized it. Yeah, they recognized it. You see that? She's nice and all, but like stop spamming me all day. I honestly, you know what's so annoying, Narwolf? One of the most annoying things that I think can happen is this. When you are when it's your day off and everyone texts on a day off from work, that is probably, honestly, the most annoying thing of all time. For example, it was Easter. It was Easter. And everyone hits you with, Happy Easter. Well, sure. I guess you guys can enjoy your Easter. But I have so many Unbreaking books I don't need to buy anymore. Why did I buy all those? I didn't realize I had those here. Happy Easter. That's my day off. It's Sunday. Do not text me. Please do not text me. Please do not text me. That was like probably so annoying. That was probably the most annoying thing I've had all year. Was just that. I know it's not a bad thing. People are just trying to be happy and shit, but it's like, I do not want to see you guys. Stop! Text me on Monday when we're going back to work. But yeah, that's the worst, is when they text you on your day off. Even if it's not work related, or if it is work related, getting text on your day off by your coworkers is freaking annoying. I'm just going to be real. It is. It is so annoying. We're going to leave these emeralds here. All right. Let's do some real organizing. Reorganizing. But, yeah. Yeah. Narwhal says, she doesn't work. She has no hands and arms. Oof. Hate to hear that. But, you know, we all have our struggles in this life. I just hate to hear that, though. But at least she's texting quite well. We both don't work, and welcome back, Zach. Yeah, yeah, this is me just relating with you. When people, I mean, I never had a roommate before. Don't get me wrong. I have never had a roommate before. And I know it's really nice to just chat with people, but it is super hard to, like, when you're not roommates with them anymore. Well, like I said, I cannot relate to that exactly. But I mean, that's the closest thing I could say is, like, on your day off, they're texting you like, bruh, like, we are no longer here. Especially if you guys are not roommates anymore. I'm sure you're friends, but it's just annoying when you get texts all the damn time from people that you're not like that with. You know what I'm saying? You are super organized in this world, and welcome back, Zach. Thank you. Yeah, Zach. I'm trying to get more organized. We're gonna try to mess with the copper golems here. I don't know how much copper I have, but I do want to make a copper golem auto sorter. Which is probably more efficient than the one that we normally build because it's way cheaper. But I saw a YouTube video. That's the one thing about this world is I don't know what to do and how to do it because obviously we don't have access to, like, copper like that easy or other things. You know what's super annoying too is when your damn neighbors your neighbors' friends are so damn lazy that they cannot get out of their car, go up to the front door, knock on the door, and say, "Hello, is Zach available to go hang out? Hey, I'm picking you up, Zach. Stop honking your horns, bro. Just go and ask them. Get out of the car." Okay, sorry, I got a little distracted there. That is so annoying, bro. Just get out of your car, bro. Sorry, we were getting on a little bit of a rant here, Zach. About just annoying thingness. Just get out your car. I need 16 levels. Yeah, Zach, I'm going to try to see if we can get some copper. Now, we can get copper by drowning these guys here and just getting super lucky with our looting 3 sword. We could also do the method, which we actually brought the copper with us. We could take all this, this armor here, and we can obviously smelt it down to nuggets. But we're gonna need, how much copper we're gonna need? We're gonna need like a minimum what? 8 copper. So we're gonna need a lot of nuggets. Somebody could do the math real quick. 8. We need 9 times 8, which is 72 pieces. Or we can drown all these people here and then get it that way too. And yes, we are using an iron sword because I'm not spending hours and hours and hours and hours trying to get that thing. Okay, also, after, well, because Zach is now back, I do want to take a look and try to get the, I want to try to get the guy to see if he can sell us, what's it called? What were we trying to get? We were trying to get a, what were we trying to get, guys? Oh, yes, the, cartographer, thank you. You said it right before he said it. So we're going to go do that. So we got ourselves here a Sweeping Edge 3, Looting 3, Unbreaking 3, and Mending thing. We can also try to get Sharpness on here, which would probably be a good idea, but not exactly what we need to do right now. We need more bow and arrows, too, for our dispensers. That's why I don't like throwing bow and arrows away. Because, of course, we're trying to get, you know, these dispensers. That's why I kind of try to keep that stuff there. Also, now that we have this thing, we should be able to get more redstone. And this is why I need this sharpness. Because, like, I don't know how these guys are not one hit sometimes. Is he wearing a, like, what is, how is that guy not dying? You see? Oh, look at that bow and arrow. That bow and arrow was goated. I hate to cure these up because these are so highly, like, ranked. Alright, we're going to try to get a cartographer here. I want to get one more bow and arrow so that we can finish our farm. What happened to the unorganized? Yeah, you know, it's fun to be unorganized. But it's never, oh god, of course he gave me a 3 durability. Alright, let's try to cure this up real quick. So we get 1 more, and then we're going to need to get probably just 1 more bow and arrow, if it's a good one. I would love to make an auto sorter here too. Oh, here's a bow. Here's a bow right here. Why did I put that in there? This is the one time I want them to drop the damn bow and arrow and I can't get them to do it. Drop a bow and arrow so I can go leave and do something fun with the stream. Slowly but surely we'll get some. Claude should start coloring or Minecraft Hardcore World. Oh, sorry. You're asking what sorry. My brain, like, exploded on that comment. Should you start coloring or should you do a Minecraft Hardcore World? Okay, so my opinion with the Minecraft Hardcore World, before you get into it, I think you need to figure out what do you want to do before you start playing, because even though I have been playing on the hardcore worlds, I had to play a couple hardcore worlds first because I died to some stupid things. Now, I will say playing on the Superflat is a lot easier than playing on a normal world because you don't have all these other things. For example, you're not going to die to fall damage in here unless you do something stupid on purpose or something like that. Like fighting Enderman. Enderman, why is he... What is going on, y'all? Ooh, we got 4 Ender Pearls from one freaking guy? Did you see that? They dropped 4 on 1? Holy speed run. Holy speed run, man. That is crazy. I've never done that before. Holy heck. Well, I think that you should... Narwolf. Hardcore world is something for, like, if you are trying to really survive. Do you want to... I don't know. I know you're a builder, as you said. I know you're a builder. So that helps, right? But in a hardcore world, you're going to have to get really good armor really fast if you want to start achieving your goals. Do you want to say, like, the first 4 hours of your world, do you want to go run around and start getting things and, like, doing all that stuff? I mean, you could. We're already at 9 pearls. There's a lot of stuff. Like, for example, in this world, our biggest build is this and this. On a Superflat, of course, this is different because, of course, we have to get all these resources. But this took, like, 24 hours just to even get this, if not. If you're just going to do a temporary house, I would say do a hardcore world, honestly. I would say do a hardcore world and try to play the game safely. The big things, if you're playing on a normal hardcore world, is to worry about creepers, worry about fall damage, and worry about going into tunnels. Because those are going to be the big things that are going to get you killed. Like you are just going to slip up, and a creeper is going to be right there, and it's going to be game over. You got to go fast, and the first things you got to do is get an entire iron set of armor and a diamond set of armor, probably as soon as possible. Play it safe. You're playing in a hardcore world. Dig a tunnel, dig a trench through the caves if you have to. Make a shield. A shield should be your first thing you build. A shield should be the first thing you build. All right. So I don't know where I put my other one, so I built another one here. What we're going to do is we are going to try to get a villager, and we're going to try to get him upgraded and make a cardiographer and see if he can give us a thing. I don't think we're going to be able to get it all in one stream because he's going to have to reset his trades, and it's going to just take time and stuff like that. But we should be able to get some really good progress on him. I'm pretty sure the one guy will give us all the everything that we need, but I really do not mess with these guys that often, so I honestly do not know how many, like, for example, I know mending, we're going to have to reset the trades every single time. I don't know if that's something we have to do with this. Just like we planned it, boss. Just like we planned it. Take him here, put him in the boat, grab our lead, we'll bring him over here. I'm going to keep this guy close because I do want to have him kind of reset his trades more frequently than the other ones. So we're just going to bring him into... I think there's a hole here, actually. If I'm correct, right? I'm going to do the hardcore world armorless. If it's you know... Don't, that was so fun. Is Claude cheating? Like Dream? I'm not cheating. That was just crazy. 4 pearls. Impossible. I will call the police. I know the guy took a little damage moving him up, but it's okay. It'll be all fine. Dream? Dude, that was so funny. I hate skeletons. I don't like mining, so I'm gonna do arc. The hardcore world, I would always say the hardcore world is a really good adjustment for how you play Minecraft and the speed of the Minecraft you play. Because most of the time when I play on normal worlds, I'm not really too worried about dying. I'm more worried about losing all my stuff and not getting it back. On a hardcore world, if I die, or you die, or anybody dies, you just lose all your stuff. You lose your entire world. So, completely different game, completely different model, so you can play different styles. If you're just being cautious all the time, what's going to kill me in this world, what is going to kill me in this world for a fact is going to be me doing something negligently. I can almost guarantee that. I'm going to, like, try to survive a fall damage thing because I've been not dying to fall damage forever and just die. Like, that is probably what's going to happen. If I'm just being real with y'all. Like, I'm going to be playing too fast. And, oh, this is my cat. Great. I thought that was a wild cat. All right, so cardiographer. Let's look up Minecraft. Cardiographer. Let's go to the Minecraft wiki, see what trades he does. So a journeyman trades paper for emeralds or emeralds for an empty map. The next trade he gives is glass panes for an emerald, which we don't have glass panes, and a compass for an explorer map. A trial chamber is a journeyman. So we need to get to a level 3 guy, and then he can give us a trial chamber map. A master level will give us a woodland mansion. Now, we can either get a ocean explorer map or a trial chamber map at the journeyman level, level 3. So we get an ocean explorer map, we're pretty much done goofy, because that is honestly the worst trade, the worst thing that you could probably honestly get. So we're gonna get ourselves a little bit set up over here, and we're gonna get ourselves a little all the resources that we're going to need for this little farm here. So let's throw in let's get these flowers back on the ground, because I don't want to remove all these flowers if I don't have to. Also don't want them cluttering my inventory. We're gonna need a ton of paper, and we're gonna hopefully get it first try. There is let's bring that page back open. There's it's a 50-50 chance we get a trial chamber map. 50-50 chance. I really don't want to go exploring for the trial chamber today, but we probably might. If we get it, especially early and first try. I'm not gonna lie. If we might go looking for it. We'll ask the chat. We will ask the chat. We're gonna need a lot of paper. A ton of paper. Meet the Millers. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Why do I see what is going on with my YouTube chat? It says that Meet the Millers is typing in Chinese. Same thing with Narworth earlier. And then it says yes. But when I go hover over it, in Chinese, it says, yo. So did you type yes or did you type yo? What? Did you guys see that in chat as well, or is that just me? There's something crazy bugging with my YouTube. Like, one of the buggy things, too, when I'm watching videos, is sometimes the transcription, like, just defaultly sets to, like, a different language. I typed yo. See what I'm saying? Like, on my screen, it's, like, Chinese characters. One Chinese character, to be specific, and then it says yes. That is, I honestly don't. That I've never seen it on my YouTube stream, but I have seen it in the translations for I don't want to. I can drop a piece of dirt. Where's that dirt at? Yes, I'm going to go back for the one single piece of dirt. Yes. It's because YouTube's AI is trying to take over and it keeps messing things up. Freaking honestly. What is going on with this AI stuff, man? Just like, it's too much. All right, let's try to get ourselves a cardiographer. Let's try to get a trial chamber first try, shall we? First try. And I got a rabbit's foot. Wait, where the hell did I get a rabbit from? Where the hell is the rabbit? You know what? I did see a rabbit bouncing around, unless I was going mad crazy. But I just got a rabbit's foot. How did I get a rabbit's foot? Where is the rabbit? Okay. The cat gets stuff for you? Oh my gosh. Why didn't nobody tell me this? By the way, this singular piece is because the damn Enderman came by and took the thing out. I need to start working on, like, plugging this entire thing up with just dirt underneath, because that's going to be annoying this entire series. I didn't even think that was going to be a thing. Alright, Mr. Cat, you just keep following me. Just keep following me, Mr. Cat. Alright. Straight paper here. Alright, level 1, done. Boom, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get level 2. Oh, does he not give me everything? It's glass panes. Or an explorer map. Okay, that's not ideal. It said slot 3 and 4 glass panes and then the compass. Why don't I not see that? Welcome to the stream, Sith. Alright, well, this is going to take a while to do. It's going to take a long time to do. Especially at this rate, but if we get lucky, he'll restock his trades a couple times. Ooh, he's giving us a discount. Perfect. And he restocked his trade. 6 or 7 emeralds? Oh, we're just short. We're like right there. He might be able to do it in like one try. Like one sitting. That's crazy. All right, come on. Trial chamber. Trial chamber. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Trial chamber. Trial chamber. What the bling blong? Did he not? Dude, what? This thing is not right. Because he's a journeyman now. Why is he not giving it to me? When was this page posted? That was updated May 17th. Continue without supporting, please. Continue without supporting. What? Do I keep upgrading this guy and trying to get stuff? Like, do I still keep trying to get this guy upgraded and see what happens? Or do I just skip it? You have a chance of only getting a compass. You lost out. Dang it! Do not upgrade. Ugh. Oh, that's a waste. It is a waste. Dang it. Alright, well, I did not realize that was the play. So we're going to have to go get another guy here, and we're just going to keep this process going until we get the guy we need. That's very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate, to be honest with you. You can now make a map wall. Yes, I do want to make a map wall. That is a very good trade. I hope all has been well with you. I just started my new job this week. Congratulations! I'm glad that you are getting the experience in training, because you need to have money. We all need to have money. We just got paid on Friday, my job, so I'll tell you more about that off stream one of these days. But it is nice seeing that income just steadily growing. It's awesome, consistently. Plus, with all the other jobs I have too, it's just like phenomenally growing now. Let's just put it that way. All right, I need a villager, please. One villager, please. One villager, I said, not two. Well, if you guys die, if he dies, he dies. Does anybody know where that reference is from? But also, the dino game has been fun. I can't play as jumping on a dino. My spacebar works, but it doesn't respond for the game. Oof, that would be hella annoying. If you press a spacebar and you didn't jump, I would probably be freaking out. That was like with my Minecraft thing when it stopped making me walk. That was annoying. I can't wait for the wool and hay update. Hay beds, they don't reset your spawn point, so your compass always points home. You know, another thing that I was talking about at the beginning of the stream is I definitely want a, what's it called, a clock. I definitely want a clock. Because when it starts raining, I do not know what time it is, and it's starting to get really annoying. I usually don't use clocks in Minecraft. But I think I'm going to start. I put my lava bucket away, so I'm going to have to yeet this guy a different way. I don't want to hit him because hitting him is just not a good play. Of course, he's going to escape because my brain-dead laziness, of course, did that on purpose. Oh, you know how we can get rid of him? Easy. Watch this. Which one's the cartographer? Which is the bad cartographer? Oh my gosh, no! No, no, what is going on? No! Yes, he did take unnecessary damage there. I didn't realize that was going to happen with him, to be honest with you, but he did. It is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. If he dies, he dies. We only need one. Not having enough resources is also annoying. Become a cartograph, man. Do your job. Do a 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 job. Job, 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 job. Do a job. Yay! I got my next energy drink. I'm gonna have to use the restroom shortly, but I don't want to use the restroom while everyone's kind of just chilling in the chat. This one has sugar in it, so I'm gonna be bumping all over the place. All right, we're gonna need to get ourselves a lot of resources for this guy. So I want to clear my inventory real quickly and start working on this. So we don't need any of this stuff on us at this time. I'm going to put the bottle back over here so I don't lose it. We need to get emeralds, and we're going to need to get a bunch of sugarcane. So let's start chopping some pumpkins down. Are you eating snacks? I hear you snacking on something. I am not snacking on anything. I did get myself a cup of ice, and I got my energy drink, but I don't have any snacks. I did buy snacks the other day. I got Cheez-Its. I got graham crackers. I got, which is funny. You can get the same amount of Cheez-Its in a pantry pack, which used to be small, because, you know, inflation, what they're doing, these companies. But it was like literally like half off. It wasn't half off, but from the individual pre-made bags. It's crazy how much just pre-made bags in between, how much more they're charging for them. So I just bought the box. I got Cheez-Its. I got that. I got some, can't remember what else I got. Graham crackers and I got some other little snacks. Oh, beef jerky. I bought a thing of beef jerky. And beef jerky is expensive, but this wasn't too bad. It was like $5 for a bag. It was like one meal. I ate it at work on Friday. It was a little bit expensive, but it was really good. And for $5 to get that much protein in for what it was, it tasted good. It got a lot of protein for it, and it was better than just going all day at work starving. Because sometimes at work I starve, it seems like. I hate to say starve. I'm just hungry because I don't want to eat. At work, I don't want to eat too much. Because if I eat too much, I get tired. So just getting that protein in like that, it was such a good idea because then I could, what's it called? I can't think of the word. Then I just don't have to get tired because I usually just eat all these like junk. I mean, it's not junk food, but you know, I don't want to eat too much of too many sandwiches or whatnot. Just to hold you over. Just to hold you over for the 8.5 hours. Just enough to hold you over. All right, let's try this again, shall we? By the way, the line, if he dies, he dies. That's from Rocky IV. Where did I put all those emeralds at? All right, let's try this again, shall we? Did I leave the emeralds here? I did. Okay. Got some more paper here, too. Not enough to sell, but your emeralds are right next to the chest of the villagers. Perfect. All right, we got to do them one more time. Glass panes. Dude, holy ripoff. Oh, now he's on sale. Alright, y'all. Let's get back to our little grind, shall we? Let's get ourselves some carrots and start doing this. I have not done this in over 2 months. These do not look like carrots to me, do they? Zach says, you have more emeralds in the chest. In the chest you didn't see. Yeah, I think there's emeralds in the chest by my house, too. I do have carrots here I can trade as well. That's why I kept his resources here, just if a wandering trader shows up. Wait, are all these guys potatoes and I thought they were all supposed to be carrots? I'm going to be so upset if that's what I was. I made all these guys potato guys and they were supposed to be all carrots. Oh my gosh, what was I doing months ago? No, this guy's a carrots guy. Or maybe I was trying to get them to be all pumpkins, question mark? I actually don't know what I was doing. Holy heck, dude. Why did that only go up that little? That is honestly frustrating. Well, I did have more paper when I was doing it before. One of my goals eventually is to start building these guys permanent houses because I'm not liking the dirt stuff kind of just hanging around all over the place. That's starting to get a little bit annoying. Alright, I'm going to have to run to the restroom. So let me grab the rest of these emeralds that are sitting somewhere over here. Maybe I used all my emeralds. Never brought them all with me. Alright, I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. I will be BRB, shall we? All right, all right, all right. Did you end up getting snacks, Zach, or anybody? Did anybody else get any snacks? Popcorn would be a good thing to eat right now. I think popcorn's always yummy and delicious. Movie theater popcorn. Oh, I wish they could. I wish they had. I'm sure you can. I wish movie theater popcorn didn't cost so much if you were like taking it to go, but I could see why they don't. What's it called? Allow you to bring stuff to go, because then you could just go somewhere else. And but still, I feel like they could make so much money off of that. But maybe they do. Maybe you can DoorDash it, but I mean, or not DoorDash it, just go pick it up. But sometimes at the movie theaters, they go, you cannot go past this area unless you buy a ticket. And it's like, brother, I have the ticket literally in my hand. I forgot to bring the Redstone with me. Like, just that AMC popcorn, it's just that good. They know what they were doing. They know what they were crafting. Like, there apparently is AMC popcorn, there's AMC popcorn, like, boxes. I don't know where you can buy those from, though. You can't buy them at Target. You can't buy them at Walmart. You can't buy them at Menards. You can't buy them at Strax. You can't buy them at Myers. So I don't know where these people are buying these things, because there are AMC popcorn boxes that are like premium, and they have a little juice, like a butter thing in there. Like a butter squeezy thing. So I kind of wanted to try that. You see this iron sword? I'm going to drop it on the floor and pick it back up, because I'm not actually throwing that away. Because I thought I was going to throw it away, but I'm not going to throw it away. Okay, we're going to be doing this task for some time, so hopefully we can get it second try, shall we? Oh, I didn't even check how many times I got to do my lectern. Let's take a look. 1,104. Did it really? I feel like that's not correct. 1,104 minus 1,026. That's 78 attempts. I guess that wasn't that bad. 78 attempts to get looting 3. Well, at least I have a big sugarcane farm just on demand here. And I have some more sugarcane sitting in a chest, too. So, we could be all good. We could be all goodsies. And if I get the trial chamber thing quickly, I will literally go to the area and see where it's at. But if it's going to take us this long to get, I'm, of course, not going to be able to do that in the stream because, you know, I got to go to bed and do stuff. But we're slowly progressing. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Wish I could sell them glass panes, but I have no sand. I do have some more emeralds here. And I have paper here too, Zach. I think this is what you're talking about. I should have brought more dirt with. Oh my god, of course he doesn't want to trade anymore with that. Alright, we're almost there. Almost there. Come on, let's get it. Let's get it, dude. Let's get this bad boy. I think there is a chest sitting over here with sugarcane in it. One of these chests has a chest full of sugarcane. This is all the sugarcane resources, backups that I have in this world. So this is all we got. This is all we got. I just want to make sure that we can pull ourselves some lucky. Zach says, I think this is going to be the one. I think it's going to be the one as well, too. Because I would love to take a look at the trial chamber. We are not exploring it. Or we're not doing anything. Because I have never explored a trial. Really, bro? Really? All right, here we go. Trial chamber. Dude, what the bling blong is this? There's no way. Minecraft cartographer, how do they work? Somebody has to have a YouTube reel on this.
This is everything you need to know about the cartography table in Minecraft. The cartography table is a utility block used for a lot more than just duplicating your maps. The cartography table is crafted with 2 paper and 4 planks below it. When placed near a villager, the cartography table will give a villager the cartographer profession, unlocking tons of new trades for the player to access. By trading with this villager to apprentice level, you can get maps to different villages and biomes all around your world. Most importantly, the swamp and jungle maps. Bringing up the villager to journeyman, you get maps to trial chambers and ocean monuments. Then leveling it up to master will unlock the prized woodland explorer map. Cartography tables can also be found in villages naturally generating in the cartographer's house or found in trail ruins. If you want to use the cartography table for yourself, here's how to properly use it. If you combine an existing map with a piece of paper, then it'll zoom out the map by a tier, giving you a wider view in return for fewer pixels. If you combine one map with an empty map, then it'll clone that map. And if you combine one map with a glass pane, it'll lock that map in time, so it'll stay that texture no matter what.
That was by Mortings on YouTube. Minecraft, do a cartographer always give you a trial chamber map? That's not the correct verbiage as well. When I was typing it. No, journey level 3 has a high probability offering one. I'm gonna ask Google AI, I'm gonna say, will they not give you one? Question mark. I just got a compass at level 3. Yes, they might not. Dude, that is just unlucky. That's what it says. Oh my god. That is so unfortunate, man. It really is. So there's a 1 in 3 chance that, so level 2 has a 1 in 3 chance of giving you just the one trade, which is glass panes. Then it also gives you a 1 in 3 chance of giving you an ocean monument or that. You know what I'm saying? Or however you want to describe that as. That's just very unfortunate, honestly. I know, I'm about to cry myself. Alright, let's reset this setup here, because I do not like how I was, like, building this, like this Polynesian style freaking thing. That just looks so horrendous. Even though this world is kind of horrendous in some spots, but that's just way too much to me to deal with this, so let's just knock this down. Okay, so do I just build this next to the trade hub because it would be easier to move stuff, or what? I don't know what the play is. Like, do I just build it over here and just keep resetting the trades every time these guys are by me? I feel like that might be a good idea. Hi, Chessboat. I just don't... I'm going to need a bunch of emeralds. And I'm going to need a bunch of things. So it really isn't... I don't know. I really don't know what the play is. I hate to keep bringing him all the way over there just for him to not give me the trade that I need. So we're going to bring these two villagers over here, just like how we had planned, of course. The worst thing is when you're standing on a boat, they stand on the boat. Get in the boat, please. Split! Split! Alright, let's try this again. Now I'm determined to get this damn thing. Determined to get it. I haven't even started working on my little 3 layers on this. I might not, even though I said that was what was going to be one of my goals, is to do 3 layers every time. I might take a pass now that I'm doing this task here. It might not even be a good idea to just do 3 at a time. Because I feel like if I just did 3 at a time, I would feel like I'd be going so... Oh my god, this cat is starting to annoy the absolute bling-blong out of me. Alright, cat, I'm going to put you in a really cool, special spot. You're going to have a really good task. You're going to sit right here, and I will be right back. He's gonna jump out and escape! I knew it was too easy. There was like one thing that I knew I was gonna miss. It was that. I knew it. I was like, let's just build this real quickly and we'll have like, just, if it fails, it fails. Of course he was gonna jump out. There was like 100% probability he was gonna jump out. Just because I thought that way. That's literally the reason why he jumped out. Oh, dude, please just get the trade. Please get the trade. Please get the trade. They want to make this as difficult as frickin' possible. I genuinely believe that sometimes in Minecraft. There's 1 in 3 chances. That means you should get it this try. I also agree. Could it be more accurate? Alright, level 1, done. Level 2 takes a little bit longer. Level 2 actually takes a lot longer, but... we'll slowly but surely get there. While we are waiting, we're going to keep trading for emeralds so we can move this process along a little bit faster. And I still don't know why I did potatoes. I thought I had carrots over there. I really thought I had carrots, but most of those guys, it looks like they're just trading for potatoes. So I guess we are doing a potato farm. It is not as efficient as the carrots at all. But I just wasn't thinking when I was doing it, and I'm not resetting those guys today either. Yeah, I want to make this house look really nice. Anybody have any cool plans for tomorrow? I'm probably just going to go hang out with a couple of my friends. And then I'm probably going to try to jump on and stream afterwards, but I can't guarantee that. I'm happy I didn't go cover that one thing I was going to do today, because if I did, I would have honestly have wasted my time. For some reason, I thought that guy's trades were locked out, but they weren't. All right, let's see it. 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 Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Dude, what the French toast? Every single cartographer, regardless of their biome, can sell you a trial chamber, because trial chambers are generate dynamically across the entire world. They can treat it as a universal structure map and biome specific reward. So you can get this guy in this. They are region locked for other ones. But you can get a trial chamber from this, according to Google AI. Why have we not gotten this? That's just unfortunate luck. At least we don't have to go all the way to like level 5 for it. At least it's only level 3. Unfortunate. If I put a hopper minecart system under here, would they grab all the like laying down potatoes, I do wonder. All right, we have one more guy over here. Let's try this one more time, and if we don't get it, then I'm probably going to stop trying for today's stream. I am determined to get it, but I'm going to have to try a different day, because even the boats don't even want me to get out. Let's try it one more time. You gotta love good old Minecraft, don't you? Nice, relaxing, non-stressful game. Which is true. It can be annoying, though. It can definitely be annoying, and it can be stressful, just depending on how you're playing the game. We're being for real, I can't pick this up through that wall. This seems really strange that you can't get the trade. Yeah, I mean, it's only 3 attempts. I mean, I'm not even getting this. I'm not even getting the second one, which is... That is a little Among Us, to be honest with you. Oh, you know what? I probably got these guys all to the pumpkin trade. I think that was what I was going for. Maybe that's what I was doing. See, look at this. Like, I'm only getting that. It'd be like that sometimes. It's just like how I was trying to get that one trade and it took me like 350 attempts. Well, it took me more than that, but something like that. But that's Minecraft for you. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you do not. I want to see how many trades I've done with the villagers. I'm curious how many times I've traded with them. I'm going to say at least, shoot, I don't know. From all the, if we're doing all the attempts, I don't know. So many. I couldn't even tell you how many times I've traded. This guy's trades have not reset. These guys have not trades or have not reset. So I don't know why they're not resetting. There's 2, 4, 6. There's 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. There's 6 guys. There's no way I bottlenecked them all out right now. It only took me 2 tries in my survival world. They did say stuff was region locked, but I don't know exactly I don't know exactly. It said that this didn't have a region lock because we are in the plains, if I'm correct. We're in Minecraft Plains, yeah. It says this because it's not a region thing. So this one isn't a region locked one. Other ones are. This one is not. All right, that's enough harvesting those for the time being. We're going to just get rid of these potatoes real quick, and then we're going to grab some more sugarcane, and we should have enough to... Yeah, these guys haven't reset. What is going on? They should be able to access their composters. It just stinks how hard it is to level it up sometimes. Took me 2 tries. That's just crazy. 2 tries. Good thing we have a really good wheat or sugarcane field. Massive sugarcane field. I should take sugarcane and start making a whole bunch of rockets for when I get my elytra. But I don't, you know, my luck, if I did that, then I'm just going to die instantly when I get the elytra and just waste like hours and hours on end trying to get this thing. So maybe we'll just take a second back and take a breather. All right, let's make some paper and let's try it again. For the 4th time? We're on the 4th attempt? Should be able to get it bought up here. Yeah, what the frick is going on, man? Oh my god. Can they give you a I understand. I understand why. I just looked it up. I wasn't asking it the right questions. So, the reason why we're not getting a trial chamber and or any other map is not because we're not trying and doing it the right way. In Minecraft version 1.17.1, you could go back, and if you go into that update, what did it say? Let me just read you what it says. It's in read. I'm going to let the robot read it to you.
No, a cartographer will not offer a trial explorer map in a standard Superflat world, because the map trait only generates if the structure is actively allowed to spawn in that world type. Because standard 1.21 plus Superflat worlds do not generate trial chambers, cartographers adapt to the environment and omit the trait entirely. However, there are two distinct workarounds to make both the structures and the maps appear in a flat world.
And I'm just going to read you the one.
Method 1. The upgraded world trick. If you play on Java Edition, you can exploit a change in Minecraft's generation history to get the map legally. Create a Superflat world in version 1.17.1 or older. Fly around to load the chunks you want to build your base in. Update that exact world save directly to 1.21 or newer. Travel out to completely ungenerated, new chunks. Because older flat worlds used a legacy generation code, upgrading them triggers the 1.21 engine to force spawn trial chambers underground in the newly explored areas. A cartographer leveled up in those new chunks will successfully offer you a trial explorer map.
That's why we're not getting it, Zach. So we can literally not get it just based on the world. So they actually do not spawn. That's very unfortunate. Okay, well, now that we know that, we're not going to stress too much about that. That's unfortunate. I thought they would. I honestly thought they would, because I was like, that was something that I wanted to do. I honestly wanted to do that, but apparently that's not a thing. I thought it was a thing. I really thought it was a thing. No worries, Zach. That's what something that I wanted to do too, because I seen people literally do trial chambers in Minecraft. Like I've seen people do it, but they did not say that they were loading it in that way. Or they were playing on old versions, or so, I don't know, but I have seen people do it. See, look at an Enderman came over there and freaking took that block away. That's so annoying. I'm gonna have to like make these things. I feel like if an Enderman steals these blocks, I should just block them in with. There's an Enderman literally behind that wall with stone. No worries, Zach. No worries at all. That's just annoying. It is very annoying that it won't load that way, but it is what it is. All right, we're gonna do three. We're gonna do our little. We're gonna do a 5 section here, a 5-piecer. Yeah, I've definitely seen people do that before, so I just very Among Us that it's not letting, like, is doing that, but... You know, the one thing with doing this as a 3, I feel like all my things, as you see here, are going at that one angle. And I'm not a fan of that. Also, I don't have my bed on me. So I gotta be unbiased here with the little side thingies. I thought it was. I see people do trial chamber on Superflat Worlds, but maybe they're on a specific version. Yeah, they. I guess they are, because that's just. It's just unfortunate. But at least we didn't spend all night doing it. You know what I'm saying? At least I didn't spend like days trying to get this thing. Because then I would have been very frustrated, because I'd be like, come on, bro, what is taking so long? I was already feeling that way. I also don't want this to always be like this. I kind of want this to be, maybe we could come back out or something. Switch it up a little bit. Maybe a 5-piecer is better than doing it all a 3-piecer. Alright. There's another one down. Another one bites the dust, huh? At least now I can say it and I can sleep at night knowing that I did this without the stream being super, super late. And I can do a couple more tasks while we are here. One of my tasks I want to replace all those crops. Let's see if our new section looks decent. It looks okay. That's the new section right there. It looks a little flat there, but we'll worry about that another time. It's just doing these slowly but slowly. Slowly but surely, we will eventually get it all set up to how we want it to. All right, I want to keep this generation stuff together, if that makes any sense. I want all my smooth stone over in these chests. I want my cobblestone in that chest, because it's starting to get annoying when I keep looking at this chest and I don't have my stone over here. So we're going to move all this stuff to this side. We're going to keep some dirt on us because I want some dirt. Maybe just one stack of dirt's probably fine. They're going to replace these crops down. Looks good. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, just imagine every stream we just go slowly, slowly, just like you're doing your thing, man. Just like how you're doing your villager trading hall. So, Zach, what do you think we should do next on this stream? That is so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. I really can't believe I was doing potatoes here either. But a lot of those guys are trading for potatoes, so I guess we are going to replant them down. Should I work? I don't even know what I want to do. I could do more mountain, but I don't want to go super crazy with the mountain, because then I feel like I'm going to really burn myself out of doing that. Might also be a good idea, too, to do them in some very large chunks. Or start building sections in different... I mean, it would look weird if I built them in different sections and they weren't connected. Then I would have to force my stealth to stay up and go, like, hours on end, because my brain works that way. Oh, maybe we could try to get the copper. Let's try to do a copper sorter guy. Maybe that's the play. We'll place down these potatoes. We'll try to get a copper guy, and then we'll go from there. But I don't know if we're going to be able to get enough copper to do that. We're going to try it, though. You know, I said I was going to replant this entire field. I honestly forget how long this thing takes to replant the entire field. So that might be a time to listen to some disco music and play it. I've been listening to disco almost 3 months now. Still bumping, man. Still bumping on that bad boy. We have no more emeralds left, but we do have a bunch of maps. Maybe we should make a map wall? Because I do have the maps. Maybe we'll make a map wall. Let's just put it over in our house for the time being. Do I have any, remaining, item frames? Probably not, because I think I just had just enough to do it. I don't want to steal these, but I'm not using them at this time, so I guess it really isn't a big deal. I really don't have enough, huh? We're really going to do that to me, huh? We really don't have enough. Brother, what? Let's just keep using birch logs, because birch logs are easy to cut down. Oak logs, you could always get those big trees. Cherry blossoms are hard to, not hard to cut down, but I don't want to use the hard to cut down trees for these woods. Eventually, if we get bamboo, bamboo is really useful now. So I kind of want to keep that in mind too. We're going to need a lot of leather. Lot of leather. Let's do a breeding session before we go any farther, because I've been killing quite a lot of these guys and have not been restocking them. Oh, I do have a looting sword. You know what? I should probably sharpness 5 on this bad boy. Because it is not a diamond sword. So the damage is way significantly less. Yeah, let's get ourselves a sharpness 5 book, shall we? At least we got a cartographer, and he'll, like, trade paper pretty easy. Do I have a book here somewhere? I'm sure I have a book sitting around somewhere over here. Maybe I do not. That's unfortunate, but I can just craft one real quick. Or a couple books. Alright, and our sharpness 5 guy cost 64 emeralds. That's even more unfortunate than the whatever. Okay, so we have that. Let's grab our maps. So I have a 4x4 section. Now, I have more than enough maps, so I can honestly play around with this and figure out what I want to do. Do I make it super small? Do I make the map really big? I don't know. We're going to find out in just a few seconds. Ha 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 ha. This is the good part about this annoying endeavor, is we have more than enough resources now to do this. So let's place the rest of these. Well, let's place these down here, because I want those there, and then we're going to replace these back on here. I have literally just enough. Perfect. See, all good things work out. So it's a 4x4. I always forget that this is in the south. I have more than enough maps, Claude, so if you've done Goofy, it's not the end of the world. Alright, so we have two maps here. So this is the south. So this needs to go here. This needs to go here. So I need to go... Unless I move this over... Like so... Maybe that's the play? This goes here. This goes here. Is that how I'm doing this? So I need to go one more over to the... You know what? Let's do this one. So I need to go towards my farm. We need to go 2 more this way. Sorry, 3 more this way. Should be all in there. Oh, we probably don't even need that much. I like how the water loads like that, though. The map looks cool. See? That's what I'm talking about. See, it wasn't a total loss. I'm going to go to the right because I have the mountain set up right now. Slime chunk. Is that really not going to load in? There we go. I hate how... I mean, it's cool that the map's this big, but it's also a little bit annoying, too. Because... I'm trying to... It's nighttime. That's why it's annoying. Don't want to die. I might want to try to include these other little areas below me as well. Oh, the creeper literally got in that spot. My little escape tunnel. Let's take a quick nap, shall we? And then we will see how this all turns out. So this goes here. This goes here. This goes up here. This goes there. This goes there. This goes here. I do think it would be in my best interest to make this 4 because it's going to annoy me that this is here like that. So let's move this stuff around real quick. So I need to go to the bottom over here, fill this one out, and fill all these out. Should be easy enough to do. So we need to go outside and go up 2, and then across. Correct? I think that is correct. So we need to go up 2, then down 4, then across 3, and then we should be good. This is probably a really good part of the stream because this is something I normally don't do because I just don't normally use maps because I usually always forget to update them later, but it's a good idea because I have all these resources sitting here. So we fill this one out, and then we got to go to the left. We got to remember to put sharpness 5 on our book, too. Go down 4, so this is 1. This is 2. This is 3. And then we got to go one more. This is 4. Then we need to go across. Damn it, did I mess this up somehow? How did I mess this up? Somehow I messed this up. Some of these maps will look exactly the same. You are correct, and I didn't think of that. This map, I think, is a done goofy. Because I might be in the wrong spot. Alright. This is map ID 1, which is this. This is map ID 7, 8, 9... 10, 11, 13 should be this one, but I think I messed that up. And 12, I don't know what 12 is at all either. Unless 12 is supposed to be this one. I could just toss these away, but I kind of want to salvage them somehow. So let's try to salvage them. I should put like little markers down. So this means we're in the northeast corner of the world. So we need to go to the southwest corner. So this could be that. This is the corner chunk. That's the corner one. So this one is. This one I think is the Dun Goofy, because we need to go west. And why would I need to go west? Because that's wrong. So 13 is a bust. I definitely know I need to get stuff down here. But I'm pretty sure this is the corner one. If it isn't, then we will never know. So probably not going to build anything there for a minute. So I need to go to this one, and then I need to go over three total. So I need to come down off this one. At least these have something down here. Because usually when I do the maps, I never have stuff like this spread out. So, okay. So I need... This one needs to be here. And then I need to do 2 more this way. Look at, there's little cool things down there. I kind of wish these maps updated live. Like, when you start building something, I wish they just updated live without you moving them. Because I know there's a way to lock them with the glass pane, as we read earlier. But I wish there was a way it would just, like, constantly continue to update. So we should be fine now. Then we'll put sharpness on our sword. And then I'm going to probably call the stream there. It's almost midnight over where I'm at. And then, yeah, we might stream tomorrow. But of course, tomorrow night we cannot go this late. I could do some building on the mountain if I'm... But I kind of wanted to get redstone, to be honest with you. So, not sure... Boom, maybe that's what I'm talking about. And this is our little world, huh? Probably didn't need this section at all. But we're going to try to incorporate farms because I already built the maps. Probably should have done it in a more chronological order, but I forgot the map ID. I didn't know the maps were going to ID themselves like that, so that makes it really useful. I don't think anybody thought that, for the record. But look at the mountain. The mountain looks really cool. It looks like a volcano, to be honest with you. And I do like how there's a little bit of stone structure right there. But yeah, I wish this would, like, you know, say we cut all these trees down, it just automatically updates without us moving the map. But yeah, okay, we're gonna go run over to our place, and we're going to bring our bed with us, because I want to make sure that I have a bed on me at all times while playing on a super hard map. We're on day 458, about to be 459. We're going to get sharpness 5 on this. I'm going to probably try to kill some witches in our farm for more things. I could also AFK on the roof or in that spot and try to get as much... which would you call it? Redstone, see, at nighttime. I don't think we're going to get too much because the witches, of course, can heal themselves. But we can try. We can always try. I have dirt on me too if needed. All right, we're gonna run over there, put this on our sword, and then we're calling it. Usually when I finish a stream, I usually get hungry, but I'm strangely enough not hungry. Also, I really kind of want to keep playing, but I don't want to stream anymore because I kind of want to just take my time, play on my phone, look over there. Also, probably should just go to bed because it is kind of getting late too. But I kind of want to keep making that mountain go. But for the time being, we're just going to get this on here, and then I'm going to take like a break, and if I'm still tired, I'm just going to go right to, or I'm not tired, but I got to go to bed, I got to go to bed. Yes. I need to find a better horse, too, that can jump. Get a better horse so I can, like, go faster, maybe build a rail cart way to get here. Some sort of easier way to get across here. I'm surprised we did not get a wandering trader in this stream, because usually wandering traders seem to show up on every live stream. I would say like every 3 hours they show up. And I don't know how long we've been streaming, but it's probably pretty close to 3 hours if it hasn't. But we have a few emeralds on us. Just so disappointed with the trial chambers. I really am, because I thought you could force generate it. I really did. Like, that would have been sick if we can go explore one. But we cannot. Not in this world. Another struggle. I could get copper by drowning these guys, by putting just water in there and letting those guys drown. And killing them. But now we have a sharpness 5 sword. And we have a few chunkies here. Not too much. Trying to make sure that I have at least 8 pieces before I waste the coal. So I'm going to take a break here mentally and see what I want to do here. But for the time being, I'm just going to block myself in a little area. And we'll see you guys on another live stream. Oh, you know what I wanted to do too? Was take this cobblestone and finally replace this. Because it's having this be dirt in like the big 2.6 is like cheap. We have more than enough money for this, right? Should have more than enough money for this. And this water here too. I'm just gonna get rid of it. Honestly, I was a little scared at falling there. I'm not gonna lie. But hopefully we can get ourselves more bows as we got there. But I'm trying to get copper. Drowning them might be the play, and I just got rid of that water. But I do want to find a spot so I can like kind of camp here. It's not about the XP, it is about the items. So thank you so much for watching, Zach and Sith Lord and Meet the Millers and Ellie and anybody else that watched this live stream. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I want to give a special thank you to our Patreons for all your supports. Thank you. And I'm Claude, and remember, a real friendling makes their own luck. Bye!